passage. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. Now you know. Glory, glory. You better wipe them hands together and act like you know up in here.
Come on, lift your voice to say, lately I've
been going through some things that's really got me down.
Put your hands together. Come on.
I need somebody to help me come and turn my life around.
I feel like I need some church up in here. Come on,
can't
say.
explain.
I can't explain it. I can't obtain it. Jesus, your love is it's so amazing. It gets me high out to the sky.
Hallelujah.
And when I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna stop.
You can take my joy, devil. Let's be that.
Make me clap my hands. Makes me wanna dance and
Now you put up a joints together and have Holy Ghost party with me. Come on.
brother, can't you see? I've got the victory. Stop.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm more than a conqueror. Can I get a witness up in here? Woo!
Welcome back, family. You know what I need y'all guys to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, guys. My channel is growing. Despise not small beginnings. You understand? Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Comment, family. I'm trying to get into the YouTube algorithm. YouTube tripping sometime, but I'm going to keep peddling it anyway. Support my channel by going to the Cash App, guys, and donating there. It's $Drummer1980. I do appreciate you in advance. You also can support my channel by clicking on the super thanks located under the video, guys. Donating there as well. And like how I tell each and every one of y'all, I do appreciate you tenfolds over, hands down. I'm proud that you're rocking with me.
Well, I see you made it back, or you found your way here. But either way, I'm your gracious host, Drummer 1980, hailing from Columbia, South Carolina. You hear the rich, thick accent coming through this microphone, huh? I hope you're having a good day today. And if you didn't have a good day, ask yourself why. And remember this, happiness is an inside job. Did you catch it the first time? Let me repeat it. I said happiness is an inside job, and it will always be an eternal affair. Well, guys, we back today again with another reaction from Tariq Nasheed. I told y'all, YouTube tripping though. YouTube placed a restriction on my last video. Now, I have seen videos with cursing and ratchetness, and they never say anything. But you talk about something real, restrictions. Because that is their way of trying to steer you away from the truth. But it's okay, because I have a job in real life. I'm in the engineering field, so whatever. I can quit today and my life will go on and I will live fabulous. You understand me? All right. But this here, guys, is a very good showing. And notice this. Notice how calm Tariq Nasheed is. He don't get out of pocket and screaming and hollering. And I want y'all to see how cunning this SWS is, suspected white supremacists. Notice his language, his lingo, his talking points. He's running, and it's a mess, guys. But this is a good case study. I'm gonna call your attention to the screen, guys.
Xenophon. Let's get Xenophon in here. Xenophon, what's up, brother?
How's it going, Tariq?
Hey, Xenophon, how are you?
Doing all right. I'd like to broach a subject that is important to me.
Let's broach it then.
Well, I'd like to talk about something called white genocide.
Now, what's white genocide, sir?
White genocide is the deliberate effort to use mass immigration and forced integration such that white people get blended out of existence.
Okay, and is this something that's orchestrated by the Jews?
I mean, it's organized by anti-whites. Anti-whites come in many shapes and sizes. In fact, most of the people who harm white people are white people
Right. Yeah. So who's orchestrating this? If there's a white gen, because we black people, we don't have any global power. So we don't have the power or the resources to organize the think tanks and the political structure and the control of the flow of immigration. So somebody's doing it. There's a hidden hand somewhere. Who's that hidden hand other than other white people?
Well, we'll get to the who actually after we get to the what. So let's go back to forced mass immigration and forced integration for a minute.
Okay.
Tariq, would you disagree that white people are not allowed to have their own territory anywhere?
Really? What? White people, I won't say white people, the white supremacists, they own all of the territories, not only on the planet Earth in the known universe. They own the territory of Mars. They own the moon. So what territory don't white supremacists own?
Well, if we can't say no to diversity because that would be quote unquote racist.
Well, hold on. I want you to name the area on the planet Earth that the white supremacists do not own. You're kind of quiet.
We don't have any territory. We're not allowed to have any exclusive land for our own people because that would be quote unquote racist and white supremacist. If Europe says no to diversity, then that's you're an evil racist Nazi who wants to kill 6 million Jews.
Okay, but you haven't told me what you don't own. You control every inch of the planet. So what are you talking about, sir? Name a place that... No, for real. No, slow down because I asked the question, sir. What place don't the white supremacists control? What don't they control? Where's a place that white people can't go?
I acknowledge your question and I choose to respond with another question.
No, yeah, I would like for you to... If you don't have an answer, say, hey, I don't have an answer, and that's an answer.
Tariq, where are white people allowed to have a country exclusive to themselves? I asked that question first and I didn't get a response.
Well, you had Europe, but you decided, your community, they decided to go from their homeland. You had a beautiful, nice, ice cold, vegetable deficient homeland of Europe. It really wasn't popping. So you got some of the maps from some of the black Moors. And after you got the Moors up out of Europe and Spain in particular, you went down to Granada and got some of those maps from Boabdil's war chest and some of the other Moors. And Columbus got some of the Moorish sailors and they started exploring around the world. And they decided, hey, we're going to start naming everything and conquering every place. So why didn't you just stay in Europe and just be lily white and happy?
You know, many anti-whites say return to Europe as if Europe isn't being flooded with immigration. And it seems to me that...
Do y'all hear how despicable this guy is? Speaking so casually, so calmly. Now, these people have literally went around the globe and allegedly went to the moon and Mars and everywhere else, right? And now they're complaining about something about forced integration. Nobody is forcing their hand to integrate with them. They meddling in other people's business and now complaining about being integrated. Y'all, I've been trying to tell y'all this for quite some time. It's no rational train of thought that runs through these people. Everything is about what they want, how they want it, when they want it. It doesn't matter about anything else. It sounds irrational. It sounds lunatic-ish. It sounds asinine. It's literally absurd. Just sit here, listen at somebody talking about integration. And they went around the world going into people's countries, going into people's lands, but yet they the victim. That's why I don't believe nothing they say. Nothing. And I'm talking about the white supremacists now. We ain't talking about white folks because they are some good white folks. But unfortunately for us, we can't find none in power.
That you're justifying white genocide by saying that white people committed colonialism. And I'll have you know, Tariq, that every race has done colonialism, slavery.
Jesus Christ.
Well, the whole "what about him? He did it too" response, that's not going to cut it, because no other race of people committed a global genocide and a global colonization and spreaded a global ideology of white supremacy or any type of supremacy other than the white supremacists.
No.
When Black people were in global power, they didn't go around subjugating everybody. They went around enlightening people, engaging in trade, having fair deals, which is what you're supposed to do. But the white supremacists, when they left Europe, they said, hey, we have to conquer everybody. We can't just go and make good deals with these indigenous people. We have to make a deal with them and then turn around and stab them in the back and then take their land and claim it as our own. So why didn't your community allow these people to just live and do what they needed to do instead of colonizing them? And now the karma is coming back because your numbers are dwindling.
So this is revenge. White genocide is revenge.
Oh, no, it's not white genocide because nobody's doing it to you. The war you're having, sir, is with Mother Nature. That's nature in the universe. Nobody on Earth, no human is doing anything to you. You're having an issue with nature and the universe. Because listen, sir, let's say you do. Let's create a scenario here. Let's say you do get a little island somewhere that's all white, okay? Let's say it's going to be somewhere off the coast of Switzerland or something. Okay, let's say you get it. Let's say you get it tomorrow. You get you this lily white island off the coast of Switzerland. We'll call it Hunkitania, okay? Hunkitania is all you, no immigration at Hunkitania. No Black people, no Hispanics. Hunkitania is all white. You're still going to die off because what's going to happen is your numbers are already so low. You're going to have to start getting into incestuous relationships, which is what they do in Middle America. And the neurological diseases will speed up your decline. So you're going to die off anyway. So it has nothing to do with us or anybody committing a genocide. It's just kind of nature doing its thing, sir. So that's what the issue you have. It's a nature thing.
This guy just says, so is it revenge? What the world is... What is he talking about? See, everybody don't think like you think. And family, let me put y'all on something. Just because the mainstream media doesn't report on it, doesn't mean something is not happening. Remember that. They things happening daily, but they just don't report on it. Oh, trust me. They catching flack. Oh, trust me. Them birth rates are in the tank. Not because we doing anything to anybody. Everything they try to do to us, it always come back to bite them in the back. They can't just be civilized. There is no such thing as being civil. Family, they always think somebody out to get them because they understand what they did. They understand it. And I know everybody didn't own slaves, but you was complicit. You knew what was going on, and your silence is complicit. Yes, the government owes. The taxes should pay the debt off. And until the debt is paid off, everything is going to just happen. All this fire and brimstone is going to happen. All of these diseases is going to still happen. All of these Coachellas, where thousands of people just catching diseases and all this stuff. And there was a mysterious disease up north a while back was killing affluent people. They didn't know what it was. Oh, yes. It's just going to keep happening because the blood debt ain't been paid. And that is my prayer. My prayer is, Lord, I want my money. My prayer is anybody that stole the money and benefiting off the money and they don't want to make it right, smite them, Lord. Go ahead and get them. That's my prayer. I don't pray, well, forgive. Okay, yes, forgive them, but I still want justice. I still want you. Do anybody hear me? I still want justice.
If you say that whites have to move to Hunkitania to preserve themselves, you're admitting that the rest of the white population is getting blended out of existence.
No, not saying that. I'm saying
And forced integration is not nature.
Okay, now hold on.
Forced integration absolutely is not nature.
Okay, let's stop with the forced integration, because we're not integrated over here like that. Where are we integrated for real? We're not really integrated like that. Black people and white people are not living in the same neighborhoods in large, significant numbers. We're not going to school in large, significant numbers. We're not going to churches with each other in large, significant numbers. So that's kind of a boogeyman scenario in your mind, right?
I already asked you, Tariq, what are white people allowed to have exclusively? White people, uniquely white people, are forced to share every aspect of their lives with non-whites, such that racial interbreeding becomes inevitable. Wait. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
If you lock a lion and a tiger in the same cage for long enough, they eventually breed. And only white people are forced to integrate with non-whites.
Which isn't true. You're not forced to integrate with anybody. That's why they have all white communities, and black people are not forced to live in those communities. You have all white communities all over the United States. In fact, the minute a black person shows up, law enforcement comes in and gets them. So where are these little communities where you can't live in white peace? There's trailer parks, even the poor whites, which is the majority of many of you white supremacists or your suspected white supremacists here. Y'all have all of these trailer parks to yourselves. Black people aren't living in those trailer parks. We let you live there and smoke your meth and do what you need to do all day. So where's this forced integration you're talking?
Notice, family, he keep using the word forced integration. We didn't do anything. We was just trying to simply live. This guy here, he said that whites aren't allowed to have anything of their own. So I come and steal everything, pillage everything, rob, murder, and do all of these things. And then come back and make laws to try to gatekeep it. Family, did anybody just hear what I just said? Some things are esoteric, meaning that only a small percent of people gonna grasp onto this concept and know exactly what I'm talking about. They take everything, steal everything. They do anything to get from other people and then make laws to keep it and call it a civilized society when everybody broke down at the bottom because you done took. And then you say, look at them. They commit 50% of the crime. Do y'all see how sick this society is, guys? And people trying to climb to the top. The top of what? There's nothing wrong with having money. But certain places, you gonna have to be a pet, basically, a lap dog. That's the best you can hope for. And if you don't understand that language, you need to get with some of us for we can explain it to you. The best you can hope for is being a pet. Being a sambo. Ain't no sambo, ain't no shucking and jiving and all of those stuff. I just rather just do my own thing, make half of the money, just go on about my business. Because we don't talk the same. Oh, I thought everything was about free speech, right? Please. These people took everything, and now trying to gatekeep it and complaining about it. We want some of our stuff back. We want some of our stuff. Did you hear me? We want some of our stuff back.
Well, Tariq, I've asked you before, what are we allowed to have exclusively?
What don't you have?
Let me
what
finish.
don't you have? You haven't answered that question, sir.
Let me finish. Whatever white people have is they're going to get chased down because to have an all white anything is quote unquote racist. Anti-racist is a code word for anti-white.
No, because when you say all white, usually that means you need to harm non-white people. Whenever something is all white, there's some non-black harm that's coming, and that's the problem.
Family, that's facts upon facts, right? Let's say that a white person go to an all-black club. Nobody is not going to even give them a double take. And y'all know I ain't lying. Come on, y'all. think. Put on your thinking cap. Now, let's take the inverse of that. Let's go the other way with it. Let's say a black person go to an all-white club. You know they're going to be trouble in Zion. You know it. Especially if the person is not well known. Huh? So why are we acting like, oh, it's just equal? You know that's a lie.
Do black people have to harm other races in order to have a black country?
Absolutely not, because the thing is, if somebody says, hey, there's a black-owned restaurant, that means there's black people in there serving everybody great food. If I go to a place that's a white-owned restaurant, that means somebody in there is going to try to kill me. Big difference. The culture that you guys have of white supremacy is a very violent, genocidal culture. And you project that genocidal mindset onto other people. That's your own paranoia. Nobody's doing anything to you. That's a projection. And you're saying, what can't the white supremacists have? Well, what didn't the white supremacists steal? You stole everything. And sure, people want some of the stuff you stole back, sir. Right?
So once again, you're justifying white genocide because white people did colonialism. Would you justify Turkish genocide because Turkish people did colonialism?
Well, again, you're projecting. I didn't justify anything. I'm just talking history.
You're saying that white people are uniquely evil and are thus deserving of forced integration.
That's you and your projection. That's how you feel about yourself. I've never said that. You feel that about yourself. You feel that what you've done and your community has done was evil, and you, deep down, you feel like this is some kind of karmic energy coming back to hit you. My point is, what didn't you steal? The white supremacists stole everything. So yes, some people that you stole things from, they want some of their stuff back. And many of the people who are immigrating to Europe, these are people from these colonies that the Europeans went and subjugated. So rightfully so, they want to go back to the people who colonized them and said, hey, let me have some. Give me some of the stuff you took back from me. I'm not mad at them. So what's your problem with that?
I'll ask again, Tariq. Would you justify Asian genocide because of Genghis Khan and his Mongol horde?
Too much of a whataboutism. That's a non sequitur. We're talking about the white supremacists and what your community has done. And why did you have to go around stealing from everybody and then whine about people wanting to come get their stuff back? I'm just not understanding why your sense of logic is just so flawed, sir.
The Mongol horde took stuff, but nobody is campaigning for forced mass immigration and forced integration of all and only Asian countries.
Okay, but because the Asians were subjugated by the white supremacists too. The British went over there subjugating the people all over Asia. So yes, the Asians want to get what they had taken from them too. You subjugated them as well.
So again, white people are uniquely evil for a crime that every other race has committed, and only white people have to be blended out of existence.
No. Name the other race of people who colonized folks globally.
Do you deny that other races have participated in colonialism?
Name the groups who colonized people globally.
Do you deny that other races have participated in colonialism?
You deny that other groups have colonized folks globally because you can't name them. So I will accept that you are acknowledging what I'm saying is true. Nobody else besides the white supremacists has colonized people, harmed and mistreated people globally. No other group has done that. You're very unique people as far as that's concerned, especially black people. We don't do that. We don't colonize people. Even when the Black Moors were in Europe and they took over parts of Southern Europe, they didn't harm the people. They educated the people. They elevated Europe.
Tariq, you're putting words in my mouth. I don't deny that Europeans have participated in colonialism, but you are saying that only whites are deserving of being blended out of existence because of colonialism. Because I just asked you to justify Asian genocide for the Mongol horde. I ask you to justify Turkish genocide for what the Turks did to Greece. But you won't actually do that because you're anti-white. You're not anti-racist, you're anti-white.
Oh, sir, that's just a projection from you. Again, your issue is with God and Mother Nature. That's the only thing that's an enemy to white supremacy. It's not me. I haven't done anything, nor has any other black person done anything to you. It's just kind of a nature thing kicking in, sir, because it's not in the scheme of nature to have a group of people subjugating and mistreating people based on race. See, the universe kind of corrects itself. You understand what I'm saying? The universe really corrects itself. That's the great thing about the universe. Our universe is very intelligent. And white supremacy is a very evil spirit. It's a very demonic thing. It really is. Subjugating people and raping people and harming people based on race. That's not what the universe wants. So the universe has a way of cleaning that up, because in order to subjugate people and to keep yourself white, you have to segregate yourself. And in segregating yourself, you create neurological diseases because you have to get into incestuous relationships. And that's your problem. You guys white supremacists have a lot of neurological diseases that's kind of wiping you out automatically. That's why your birth rate's so low. It has nothing to do with anybody orchestrating immigration or none of that. None of that has anything to do with anything. That's you just trying to find some kind of non-white boogeyman instead of dealing with nature. Nature is your enemy, sir. Right?
Do you see what we're talking about? And you think voting is going to help this? This guy sounds just like the average day congressman, the average day senator, the average day person that work at Walmart. I'm telling y'all, voting is not going to help this. You can vote all you want, but it's still two wings of the same bird, guys. It's still going to fly in a certain direction. Don't matter what you say, how you feel about it. I don't have a problem with white people wanting their own stuff. Did you hear what I just said? Let me get up on you right quick. I don't have one problem, not one iota of a problem with the white person wanting their own schools, wanting their own communities, wanting their own anything. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with a white person wanting a white baby. I don't have a problem with that. You understand? My problem is you try to hoard all the resources. That's my problem. You can be on your side of town doing whatever you want to do. I don't have no problem with it. Do anybody hear me? Am I coming through this microphone clear? But now on the other side of town, you fund it the same exact way. The schools shouldn't be dilapidated on this side of town, but they grandiose on this side. You understand that? They should be banks on this side. They should be banks on this side. You understand that? They should be grocery stores on this side. There should be grocery stores on that side. I'm talking about well-to-do stuff. I'm not talking about dilapidated, ran in the ground stuff. No. I'm talking about nice stuff just on both sides. I have no problem. You see? But you the one that had a problem with this side over here having without you. That's your problem. So what do? You go around and try to colonize people. Now you complaining about it because them white women love soul poke. God almighty, y'all finna get me off here. Huh? White women like soul poke. It's not our fault. Me personally, I like sisters. So I'm not your problem. But we do have some brothers that beat you.
It's above me now.
It's above me now. It's above me. I don't have nothing to do with that. But you shouldn't have went around taking and stealing and doing all that stuff. And now look. Remember, guys, they put drugs in your community. And look at what's happening now. The meth epidemic. It's biblical proportions, according to some people. Biblical. Family. There was a place in Ohio, if my memory served me correctly. The coroner said he didn't even have enough places to put the bodies. The whole town didn't even have places to store the bodies. People dropping dead, having overdoses. See, but you're not going to hear about that on the news. What do they say? God don't like ugly? And that's mighty ugly. That's mighty ugly, family. See, but I'm fair across the whole board. If somebody white, black, or Asian does something and the jail time, the prison time is 5 years, that's what it's going to be. 5 years. It's not going to be these kangaroo courts and these draconian laws for this group, but this group can get by. Well, you just know how the system. No. 5 years is 5 years. Simple as that. See, but everybody don't want to be on a equal footing, because equal footing means that you're going to have to compete doing everything. And equal footing means that the curtain is going to be pulled down and the facade is going to be damaged. So guys, tell me what y'all think. And yes, there's going to be a part 2. There will be a part 2 to this, because I can't get through it. But guys, comment, share the video, subscribe. Come on back to see me, because this is what I do. All right? And until next time, family, peace. And remember, there is more.